folks. My goal in this video is to show you what you can do on a pretty tight budget with Hauptwerk. I put together my practice instrument here at home for about $1,800. I could have done it quite a lot cheaper if I had chosen to sacrifice sound quality with the studio monitors or hardware in the computer. But for $1,800 I think it's a pretty good sounding organ. I've got two Behringer UMX 610 MIDI controller keyboards that actually have a pretty convincing action. It's a pretty good organ touch. I have a pedal board, which is an old Allen pedal board from an analog organ that I MIDified with hardware from Roman Sawa in Poland. I built a bench with scrap lumber from a project at work, so that was pretty cheap. I got two used Behringer Truth B2031A active studio monitors, which really sound phenomenal. I got the pair for about $300, which I think is what they retail for individually. I built the computer myself for $400 or $450, and the only things that I'm really missing right now are a swell pedal and tactile stop control. I'm using just some of the buttons on the UMX 610s for preset pistons, and I'm using a modulation wheel here as my swell pedal for the moment, but those are our future additions to come. So for, as I said, about $1,800, it's a pretty nice sounding instrument. I'm using all free sample sets, demo sample sets from Sonus Paradisi, which are limited in their stop lists since they're demos, but the sound quality is fantastic. And I'm just using the free version of Hauptwerk, which is also limiting. It limits your polyphony to 256 simultaneous pipes, and it also limits the amount of memory that you can load up your sample sets into. But I've found that I can work within those limits, and for now, until I can afford something better, it's a pretty good deal. So here's my $1,800 Hauptwerk organ. That's just a sample of the Marcusson mini sample set, which is based on or built from the Sonus Paradisi Rotterdam organ, which was built by Marcusson. And it's a wonderful sound. It's a pretty versatile instrument, and I certainly enjoy it. I only have, I think, maybe 18 or 20 ranks loaded, and I couldn't load them with all of the recorded sample loops and everything, but I had to pick and choose and trial and error until I could get it to load in the 1.5 gig memory limit, but I think it sounds pretty phenomenal. So I'll load up another instrument here to show you what that sounds like. That will go toward France here. This is the Cavaillé-Coll instrument from Saint-Etienne in Caen, France. It's a marvelous instrument, as I suppose all of Cavaillé-Coll's were, and it has that really distinctive Cavaillé-Coll sound to it with the wonderful reeds and just a fantastic 8-foot chorus on it. So here's a little piece of the Allegro from Wieter's Sixth on the Cavaillé-Coll. that sound for a demo sample set. I really love the Cavaillé-Coll instrument, so I'm certainly enjoying playing with that. Hauptwerk also comes with a free instrument, a full-featured English instrument from St. Anne's, and I believe it's in Birmingham, England. I don't really care for it, so I don't play with it a whole lot. I really like these sample sets from Sonus Paradisi. The quality, the audio quality is phenomenal. On that organ from France, the Cavaillé-Coll, I had to cut off some of the reverb decay time, which I think is somewhere around 4.5 seconds with the full samples. But in order to fit it into the 1.5 gig memory limit, I had to cut it down to, I think, 2.5 or 3 seconds. So here's one more Sonus Paradisi instrument. This is the demo of the Krzyżał instrument, which was built in the Silesian style in Krzyżał, Poland. And it kind of seems to work very well for a lot of the German Baroque music and that sort of thing. So here's a little bit of Bach on the Krzyżał instrument from Poland. Sorry, that was a little sloppy. That's what I get for trying to go from Dubois to Widor and back to Bach. But anyway, I think you get an idea of the sound. It's another wonderful instrument. It also has this great 8-foot trumpet in the pedal. I love that one. It works actually really well in that fugue 565. But there you have it. That's $1,800 of organ.